I'm playing the entire NFL career of Brock Bowers and not stopping until the day he retires. He starts as a 79 overall rookie with hidden development, and surely one day he'll become an X Factor, right? I mean, he's already a top 20 tight end as a rookie. Got a feeling this guy's gonna be playing in the league for a long time, especially if he can learn how to block better. I mean, he's only 21, dude, which is crazy with that head of hair. Now, the only problem is his quarterback situation. Like, if the Raiders don't sign or draft a better quarterback, Brock may be leaving once his rookie contract's up. Not to mention the current Davante Adams trade rumors, which if he does get dealt, that at least makes Brock the offense's #1 target. Poor Michael, by the way. And unfortunately for Brock, unless somehow this defense goes crazy, I don't think there's any way they're beating out the Chiefs for this division. Now, what we do from here is simulate to the end of the season, because I want Brock to control his own destiny. Now, once he actually makes the Super Bowl, I'll jump in to play the entire game and try my absolute best to get him his first ring. And winning the Super Bowl is only one of the 6 career challenges he has to complete before calling it quits. Along with making at least 5 Pro Bowls, he has to join the 99 club, he has to become an X Factor, he has to somehow lead the league in receiving yards as a tight end, and he has to amass at least 10,000 career receiving yards. Which also today, every extra Super Bowl he wins counts in place of one of the other challenges. Now, if he does fail just one of these 6 challenges today, I have to buy and then give away an authentic Brock Bowers jersey to a random lucky subscriber. Please don't hurt the old bank account, Brock. So definitely not the rookie season Brock was after. Did he come in last place? No? Thank God for Bo Nix and the Broncos. Hopefully he had at least a decent rookie campaign. God, they had the 25th offense in the league, and their defense was top 10 at least. I mean, Gardner Minshew wasn't terrible, but like 19 interceptions is not going to get you into the playoffs. I told you guys his Raider team is going to need a better quarterback. He's at least going to be here for another season, so like, dude, Brock might need to request a trade. Now, this team couldn't run the ball worth a crap. What about the man of the hour, though? Brock Bowers ends up second on the team in receiving, just behind Davante Adams with 924 yards and 8 touchdowns, which is not shabby whatsoever for a rookie tight end. And he actually led the team in receptions. He ended up with 3 more receiving touchdowns than Davante Adams, 2 less than Jacoby Myers. Just for the heck of it, defensively, at least he has Max Crosby as a teammate. Crosby's gonna be here for a while, so at least he has a star defensive player on the team. Now, I want to see what's his overall at the start of season #1. He's already a superstar and already up to an 86 overall. This is crazy. I mean, literally at the end of his 21-year-old season, the guy's already a top 10 tight end. I have a sneaky suspicion, brother, that these numbers are going to get better and better. Now, were those numbers, though, good enough to win Rookie of the Year? Definitely not good enough to win MVP. Come on, please, give me some good news here. Goes to Xavier Worthy. Brock Bowers came in 3rd, so a valiant effort, but not good enough. Amari Lassiter won Defensive Rookie of the Year. In the NFC, it goes to Dallas Turner. Offensively, goes to Marvin Harrison Jr. Out of just pure curiosity, dude, I do want to see the numbers Xavier Worthy put up. Okay, 999 yards, 92 catches, 10 touchdowns. I mean, that's fair. This is only the start, though, bro. I feel like he's about to be the lone star in this offense, because Davante Adams didn't get traded in this franchise, but at the same time, he's 31 years old, so his overall is going to start to regress massively here soon, which he still does have 3 years left on his contract, which he's about to be making a ton of money. I guess at this point, it's time to see what this front office can cook up this first off season. Maybe they can actually get Brock a quarterback. Wait, what do you mean? Am I drunk? Which he did have the much better season. I'm just confused. I mean, it does say he won Rookie of the Year. Yeah, dude, I'm watching back. This game's on heroin. I completely forgot to see if Brock somehow made the Pro Bowl. He's an X Factor already. Hold on a freaking second, brother. There it is. Superstar X Factor already activated, which is crazy. That's already his first challenge completed. That was fast. But I wanted to see if he made a Pro Bowl by chance, and it doesn't look like he did. And it doesn't actually look like he got himself his first 100-yard NFL game. So hopefully he can get that his sophomore campaign. Wait a minute, who won the Super Bowl? What a surprise. Now, since Brock unexpectedly became an X Factor, did anybody else's dev trait change? Oh, so he lost Davante Adams' X Factor. I mean, he's still at 93 overall, but I told you guys his downfall was coming. And some movement on defense. I think Christian Wilkins became a superstar. Nate Hobbs became a superstar. We take that. And now it's all down to the front office to improve this freaking team. Please spend every last dime of this. So the end of free agency, at least they spent like 40 million of it. Please tell me we actually signed some quality. Maybe they got a new quarterback. So mostly mid deals, but we did go out and give Chase Young $120 million. At least Chuba should be a little bit better than Alexander Madison, but no new QB to throw to Brock though. though, which maybe, just maybe, means this front office is totally planning on drafting the quarterback of the future here. And I want to say for the first time in a Madden 25 video, I am using a somewhat realistic draft class. Like, there's not many good draft classes this year in Madden franchise because it's so much harder to edit players, but we'll take this guy's word for it, and hopefully he did a decent job. Although I'm pretty positive there's only like maybe 20, 30 real prospects in this class. Let's see what the front office decides to do here. I mean, obviously, I know Brock Bowers wants his quarterback of the future here, but honestly, just anybody that can help the team right now. Moment of truth, did the Las Vegas Raiders front office draft their QB of the future? And to my complete surprise, yes they did. It's 76 rated Jalen Milroe with hidden development. Brother, that's a banger. I didn't even see who we got in the rest of the draft class. Hopefully we got some quality. We got Ashton Jeanty. Oh my gosh, 79 rated. At the same time, we just got ourselves our running back of the future. I know we just signed Chuba Hubbard, but dude, like, screw that. Also got some quality in the mid round, so I have to be fair, dude. This is like an A+ draft. Into next season, and this offense looks completely different. And by completely different, I meant just a new quarterback and running back. I really hope they end up starting Jeanty, though. With having a brand new quarterback this season, dude, I wonder if Brock Bowers can put up some crazy numbers. Maybe even hit 90 rated this season. I know this defense already performed well last year, but with the addition of Chase Young on this defensive line, dude, like, I'm wondering if this defense can carry us to a playoff spot. Can this team at least win more than 6 games this season and give Brock Bowers at least a little hope? Well, fellas, at least we're consistent. Unfortunately for us this time, we did come in last place. At least this time around, we did have a top 5 offense, and defensively, we were dead last. Brother, I don't understand how this happened. Like, we got better. I mean, safe to say, Jalen Milroe put up some pretty impressive numbers for a rookie. I mean, 17 receptions, you wish that total would come down a bit, but 44 touchdowns, 4,600 yards is insane. You gotta see his overall is up to an 85 already. He's a star development. So if Brock Bowers does stay a Raider for life, at least he has his quarterback of the future. I'm interested to see how Ashton Jeanty did his rookie season, which he does look like he did start, which the coaches would have been stupid if they didn't start him. He had 873 yards, 5 touchdowns, 4.7 yards per carry. That's not terrible. And most importantly, the main man, Brock Bowers, put up only 678 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's kind of disappointing. Devontae Adams completely stole the show. 1,600 yards, almost 20 touchdowns. Even Jacoby Myers had 1,100 yards. Just don't know why the production went backwards for Brock. Hopefully his overall went up a little bit, up to an 89, so slowly but surely creep on up there. We just need him to hit 99 eventually. Unfortunately, this is giving me Kyle Pitts vibes, which Jalen Milroe had MVP votes as a rookie. Nuts. Which is probably exactly why his overall bumped up so much. Jeanty came in 4th. Why is there a best position award for literally every single position but tight end? Like, it's not fair. I just seriously, though, want to know what went wrong. Like, why did Brock Bowers get less catches than Trey Tucker? Like, what are we doing, offensive coordinator? I mean, to be fair, dude, the team's up to an 86 overall with an 88 offense. They should be winning more than 6 games. Don't know how the defense got better but performed worse. Hopefully the front office can fix that this offseason. Now, what are the odds Brock actually made the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career? Probably, like, very low. Oh, I accidentally skipped Pro Bowl week. According to his awards, he hasn't made one yet. How am I supposed to make 5? Brother, we're happy when it's anybody but the Chiefs. Now, I'm kind of worried Brock Bowers, after that stinky performance, lost his X factor. It's still there. Look at old Jalen Milroe already improving up to superstar. Ooh, the defense lost some superstars, but gained an X factor. I mean, this team has the right pieces in place. Like, we just need to come together next season, actually make the playoffs for once, at least win more than 6 games. And this makes me even more sad. Only got 6 mil left, which means we spent about 30 million. Hopefully it wasn't all on garbage. Signed only 2 players, but a good right guard and a good wide receiver to steal targets away from Brock. Now, since we didn't sign a single defensive player to improve the worst defense in the league, hopefully all 7 picks we make here in 2026 are defensive players. Hoping the draft was at least halfway as good as last year's, and it was garbage. We spent the number 4 pick in the draft on a 74 rated and didn't draft another 70 rated player until the 5th round. Brother, this garbage draft class is gonna hurt this team for years to come. I always hate checking what was available out there. I mean, there was so much good talent late in the draft, dude. We wasted our freaking pick on a 74 rated. Now, regardless, hopefully 2026 will be good to this team. Surely this team is good enough to win at least 7 games, and surely Brock here is gonna put up better numbers than last year. There's no way he doesn't. And also, there is absolutely 0 chance this defense once again finishes dead last. Now, I'm calling for at least a 9-win season here, and I think Brock Bowers, for the first time in his career, hits 1,000 yards. Like, surely. We need him to make his first Pro Bowl. Gosh dang it, dude. He missed the playoffs again. At least 8 wins is better than 6. Now, most importantly, did Brock play better? Just outside of the top 5 offensively, and our defense, thank God, wasn't dead last. Another quality season here from Jalen Milroe with 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, and limited the turnovers a little bit better than last year. Genty with another incredible season, like doesn't quite crack 1,000 yards, but does get 10 touchdowns, so good season for the second-year running back. Now, please tell me Brock Bowers eclipsed 1,000 yards, and he did for the first time in his career, barely, but we take it. Also put up 8 touchdowns. Like, surely this is good enough numbers to make the Pro Bowl as a tight end. Look at Mike Myers getting some playing time. Max Crosby still putting up good numbers, so did Christian Wilkins. Like, Chase Young seems like it's kind of a waste of money at this point. I'm surprised Milroe didn't win the MVP. And most importantly, what did Brock's overall get up to this season? Up to a 92, so the 99 overall dream is still alive. Now, he does have 2 years left on his contract, which he also has a 5th-year option that Raiders will probably pick up. But by the time we hit the new decade, like, what are the odds he actually re-signs? And currently, he's up to 2,600 yards, 21 touchdowns. Not a terrible start to his career. No big deal, just a little over 7,500 yards left to go. Now, unfortunately, with the trajectory of everything, like, I don't know how Brock Bowers is ever going to lead the league in receiving yards. Like, how's he supposed to beat these numbers? Hold on a second. I mean, I guess if Kadarius Toney can, so can Brock Bowers. Like, what is this? Now, please tell me his numbers were at least good enough to make his first Pro Bowl. Here we go, moment of truth. The tight end for the AFC Pro Bowl team was Brock Bowers. I mean, to be fair, he was tight end 2 behind Daniel Bellinger for some reason, but we take it regardless. I'm gonna do some investigating. How did Daniel Bellinger win tight end Pro Bowl number 1? Like, come on, dude. Give me Brock all day, every day. Like, what is this utter woke nonsense? I'm glad we're making some progress, but at the same time, I'm ready for this team and Brock Bowers to make the playoffs for once. He got the Raiders experience for 1 season, and that was enough to make him call it quits. Now, surely Brock Bowers didn't lose his X Factor. Like, I wouldn't expect him to, like, until he's like maybe 30, 31. He didn't, but more importantly, brother, his quarterback is now also a superstar X Factor, about to crack 90. Now that I think about it, like, once both of their rookie contracts are up, like, what are the odds they can afford both Jalen Milroe and Brock Bowers? And slowly but surely, Ashton Genty also getting close to a 90. Also gonna have to give him a contract too. So hopefully somehow the front office can find a way to scrounge some money up and keep the deadly trio together forever. But for now, dude, while they're on their cheap contracts, hopefully this front office can take advantage of his $62 million and sign some big free agents this offseason. Brock Bowers wants to make the playoffs, you know, at least once in his career. Looks like we spent literally every last dime we had, so that's a good sign. Who the heck did they add? Okay, some old veteran offensive linemen, so we'll take that, I guess. I mean, to be fair, those signings make the offensive line pretty nasty. And I just realized we lost Devontae Adams. Oh, no. I think we've kept pretty much everybody else, though. I think we did lose Robert Spillane, unfortunately. Hopefully this time we can replace our losses with some quality draft picks. We don't have a draft better than last year, brother. I'm going on strike. You better have drafted multiple 80-plus rated players here. Okay, I mean, that's better. That's progress. A 77 rated rookie corner and a 76 rated rookie wide receiver in the 2nd round. Pretty good outside linebacker in the 3rd. We take that. Surely 2027's the year the curse for this team finally ends. At least this young rookie receiver comes right in as a wide receiver 3. Give me at least 9 wins here, dude. Please. I'm not asking for much. Hold on a second, dude. That's just insane. How do we go from 6-11 to 8-9 to 15-2? Brother, we literally started the season, what, 10 in a row, then lost 2 in a row to the Chiefs and Colts, and finished the season with a 5-game winning streak. And we literally completed the hardest challenge of Brock Bowers' career, beating the Chiefs to the division. Like, how did we do this? Because we had the 3rd best offense in the NFL, and defensively, number 3. Like, not too shabby. Only gave up 20 more points than the Jags, who were number 1, and we gave up 200 points less than the Falcons defense. Jalen Milroe going crazy. 4,900 yards, 51 touchdowns to 11 interceptions while completing 76% of his passes. Hopefully a lot of these touchdowns and a lot of these yards went to Brock Bowers. And also for the first time in his career, Ashton Genty picks up over 1,000 yards with 12 touchdowns, and Brock Bowers puts up a big season, 1,150 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like, you would like him, you know, get those receiving touchdown numbers up. Jacoby Myers stole 16 from him, and this rookie picked up 11. What's that bring his overall up to? A 94. He's only 24, dude. He's got plenty of time to hit 99. At least this season was a career high in terms of receptions and yards, so at least he is slowly but surely getting better. here. Defensively, Max Crosby went crazy, and finally Chase Young's actually contributing. Dude, Jalen Milroe still can't win MVP. And apparently Quinn Ewers is also loving life in New York. That young receiver also won Offensive Rookie of the Year, so maybe we have ourselves another young stud on our hands. He's already up to an 81. Let's keep our eyes on the prize here. We get a first round bye, and hopefully we get to play one of the worst teams. I just don't want to get the Ravens or Chiefs in the next round. I mean, I'm happy we're the NFL's best team at 15-2, but also at the same time, I do not expect us to go all the way. Like, we're not going to make the playoffs for the first time and win the Super Bowl. Of course, we get the Chiefs. Get the freaking Chiefs. Keep in mind, we split the season series with them. We actually lost our game at home and won at Arrowhead. Hopefully, we can make up for our home performance earlier in the season, actually win this game. Now, if we can beat the Chiefs, dude, maybe this team is for real. We got the dub, but I'm not that happy because we have to play the Baltimore Ravens, who's one of Madden 25's favorite teams, so I'm not going to be shocked if we lose this. How much did we win by, though? Okay, it was a pretty respectable 2-touchdown dub. We almost doubled their offensive output. We have Jalen Milroe outperforming Patrick Mahomes big time. And in Brock Bowers' first ever playoff game, puts up 7 catches, 100 yards, no big deal. What are the odds we can beat the freaking Ravens now? If we win, dude, I promise you it's going to be like a field goal. See, like, I hate the new franchise setup. Like, I don't know if I won at this point. I guess I could scroll down on the scoreboard graphic here. If Brock Bowers and the Raiders advance to the Super Bowl, we did! I barely could read the score for a second. But it doesn't get any easier, dude, as we have to play the Eagles, who just beat the Packers 42-10 in the NFC Championship. Did we have another Brock Bowers masterclass? Jalen Milroe's playing the best football of his freaking life. And they kind of limited Bowers this time, 58 yards, but he'll take the touchdown. Wait a minute, because we made the Super Bowl, does that mean he doesn't get a Pro Bowl berth? Brock Bowers did. Dude, that's so unfortunate. No Pro Bowl berth. But it's fine, because we're about to go and win ourselves a Super Bowl. And in this Super Bowl, we have to give Brock Bowers 200 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns, or I have to give away a copy of Madden 25. Hopefully our defense can force Jalen Hurts here to a 3-and-out. Can't be having this, Matthew. Just like that, brother. Down 7-0. Definitely a team that's shown they can score some points. We're fine, brother. We got Brock Bowers. Get him involved early here. Just kidding. Just throw the ball away. Throw the ball away. Gotta make sure I'm not a moron. That's the most important thing. I can't lose this game. He's open. And that was almost intercepted. I need to stop. I gotta pick up the first down. Most important task at hand is winning this freaking Super Bowl. Slant's gonna be open. Bowers hangs on. It's gonna be a 4th down and 2, but he gets his first 8 yards of the game. Brother, we are absolutely going for this. We got Ashton Genty in the backfield. Hand off. Oh, that is just so embarrassing. We're down 10-0. Not ideal. Bowers underneath on the drag, and we get hit as we throw. That was an easy 15 yards there. I don't care who you are. I just need somebody to make a play here. Again, sack. Nobody. Nobody open. We did an absolute freaking miracle here. Bowers got him beat. Down the seam. Perfect. Absolute perfection. Let's run that same play again. Got him beat to the inside. Beautiful, he dropped it. I'm so depressed. You know what, dude? 3rd time's a charm. Brock, please. He's got the inside seam. This time, he's going to hang on for another first down. Brother, if they can't guard this Brock Bowers option round, I'm going to keep calling it Brock the benefit of the doubt. Again, probably could have hit him down the seam, but we take a sack. Oh, God. Milroe. We throw it to Bowers. Come back to the football. Laser! Let's go! Brock Bowers with his first ever Super Bowl touchdown. As all the way around, from the quarterback to Brock Bowers, what an incredible play. And this is a duo Raiders fans should be able to see for the next 10+ years, if they re-sign them both. And our defense does the impossible and forces a 3-and-out. Let's go take this lead so this can be a stress-free Super Bowl. I'm going to continue to play out of 5 wide since the Eagles have no answer for it. Here he's again on the slant. Big hit, drops the football. Gotta remember, dude, I am allowed to run the football. I got a pretty good running back here and shows exactly why. I got 7 yards out of nothing. 3 yards to continue to drive. Open receiver. First down. That's the rookie breaking a tackle in plus territory. The end of one. Game didn't really start exactly how he wanted, but I'm loving this trajectory. And I also love the fact in 1 quarter, Brock Bowers already has almost 100 yards and already has a touchdown. And off Genty. It's going to be another 10, 11 yards. Go hurry up here. Up tempo. I don't think Brock's open, but this guy is. And thank God it was picked. That's just incredible. That's insane. Let a guy named Saquon Osgood pick us off. Like, this is just diabolical all the way around. Surely ball doesn't lie. Thank God. Immediately forced another punt. Now, let's just forget that ever happened. Brock Bowers on the dig. He's going to make the grab in stride around midfield. A wide open receiver. Jacoby Myers has been here since the start, trying to get himself his first ever Super Bowl. That's a touchdown. Oh my gosh, give me a split second. That's a touchdown to Brock Bowers. Not thoroughly impressed with our offensive line's performance tonight. Oh, nobody's covering him out the backfield. Actually, that guy is. Third down and 14. Not gonna lie, not really liking this play call, but I'm kind of too deep in right now. Dump it off to the running back. At least give me a field goal range. Like, I don't know if that's field goal range. 57-yard field goal? He's an NFL kicker. He should be making this. Kick is up. That should be good. That should be a tie ball game. Let's go. My defense gets another stop. Defense is on fire right now. Let's take this lead, please. And I'm kind of scared, kind of backed up. Just dump it off. Just Jesus. Let's just not get stopped for a safety. Oh no. Just get the ball away. That was almost an absolute nightmare. Dude, I'm so aggravated. Like, I might go for this if we don't pick it up. Brock Bowers on the slant. Wide open. First down and more. At least get us like 30 more yards to get a field goal. Only have one timeout remaining. Not liking this at all. I'm going to give Bowers that option route again. What would I like to set up? Yes, I do. Down the seam. Brock Bowers with the grab. Broken tackle one. Down to the 35. And unfortunately, it's going to choose so much clock. We had 25 seconds, and I still believe we can get in this end zone. Got to make sure I at least take the lead in this drive. If I take a field goal, I have to take a field goal. That's insane. That's just actually insane, dude. So I've got to figure out a way to either just send this bad boy to the end zone or get out of bounds. J-Mo down the seam. J-Mo down the seam. Bats the ball down. Like, I don't even know if I should kick this field goal. 61-yarder, and the games tell me to do it. I'm going to try it. Oh, no. No, dude, it had the leg, too. Ugh. Let's make sure they don't score on a Hail Mary here. Come on, score. I'll be so happy. Come on. Offensive lineman to beat. Just pitch it backwards. Get the... Oh, my gosh. I was really hoping for like a Sports Center top 10 there. At least we're not losing at halftime. Gotta play better, though. I feel like we've been the better team. Just been stupid with the ball. Taking too many sacks. I mean, at this point, Brock Bowers is so close to completing the challenge that, like, I can just play my ball game. Don't have to force feed him the ball. Like, the yards and the extra touchdown hopefully will come organically. Maybe this drive can just focus on running the football, doing my thing. Let's just be slow, methodical, and get a touchdown here. Janty, please. Huge hole up the middle. We take that. This is exactly why we need to be running the football more. And plus territory in just 2 carries. I mean, I'm just running the ball down the middle. I'm going to keep trying it. Maybe we found this Eagles defense's weakness. I mean, again, we still got 4. Same run right up the middle. 4 or 5 plays in a row. And just like that, inside the 3-yard line. Now, I wouldn't mind trying to get a touchdown here to Bowers. I've got to be most importantly careful with the freaking football. No interceptions. Bowers, come back to it. Touchdown Raiders. Oh, brother, this is such a deserved lead. Such a deserved lead. Why do I feel like the Eagles are due to score, though? No, dude, look at our defense pushing them backwards. Our defense is putting in an all-time classic right now. Bowers down the field. That was almost an interception. Maybe I do just need to run the football. Literally right up the middle. And dude, again, he falls forward for 6. I am actually going to throw the football here. Who we got? Oh, J-Mo, wide open. Hang on to it. Drop the ball. Oh, no. I'm going to go for it because I'm crazy. 4th down and 4. If we don't pick this up, we probably give away the lead. No pressure, right? No pressure. Oh, he's wide open. Brock freaking Bowers, buddy. Again, burst forward for 5. I don't think we've been stopped for anything less than like 4 yards on a halfback dive up the middle. Right now, I'm just trying to win this ball game. So again, hand the ball up the middle, see what we can do. Dude, it's either him or our offensive line. Like, it's just both. We have good synergy right now. I do want to try and mix things up and throw the football here. Probably shouldn't be running play action, but yet here I am. Wide open running back. He's gonna only get 1. Let's not be dumb here. Like, a field goal's fine. Oh, wide open. Jacoby Myers makes the grab, and we're gonna be so close. Oh, no. 4th and 1, and we have a super, super tough decision here to make to start the 4th quarter. I feel like we should be able to make this, but at the same time, dude, like, the consequences of not picking this up would be terrible. I screw, we're trying it. Halfback toss to the left. We got it. I think so. That's so close. Barely. Just barely. Janty picks it up. I'm not even gonna lie. I watched the replay and thought we might have been a little bit short, but screw it, dude. Don't care. Hand off the middle. Probably should have just went up the middle last play. Dude, screw the career of Brock Bowers. I'm playing the career of Ashton Janty. This is literally like playing Madden on easy mode. Poetry, dude. Football poetry. Now, if our defense can keep him out of the own zone. And how freaking perfect, dude. Ronald Stewart with the interception gets us the football back. And I kind of want to run the football again, but at the same time, I need to get Brock Bowers some yardage here. Curl. Okay, like that's the problem when you try to force feed somebody the football. But our defense is once again gonna bail us out. And this is actually crazy. I don't think the Eagles have got like 4 first downs since midway through the first quarter. Still gotta give Brock Bowers yards here though. Just be smart with the football. That's just an unfortunate throw. The Eagles defense knows what we're doing. Okay, that was really not in the plan, but we'll take the extra 3. Drag route's open. He's gonna make the grab, and that should be over 200 yards for Brock Bowers. And that, my friends, is a Las Vegas Raiders Super Bowl, as Brock Bowers will gladly take this, as I'm pretty positive he also won Super Bowl MVP here. Even with this Super Bowl, Brock Bowers still has so much more we need him to do. And keep in mind, if Brock can win an extra Super Bowl, that will count towards one of the other challenges. That would be a major help. What a performance from the main man, though. But what are the odds we can actually win another one? I mean, keep in mind, he's only 25, and at least he's made it to a fake 99. And with the Super Bowl win, we've had some massive improvements here. Milroe up to an X Factor, Jonty up to a superstar, and even the young rookie receiver also's up to a superstar. Don't notice much from the defense, aside from our young cornerback who's up to a superstar. So, dude, with how good this team is, and for the most part with how young it is, maybe we can go out and win another Super Bowl in the next few years. If they can re-sign Bowers. At least nobody quit on us. Didn't sign anybody, just new coordinators since we lost both of ours to head coaching jobs. I mean, apparently we were broke this offseason, which makes it even more important that we have another banger draft class here. And what is the point in using a second-round pick on a 75 rated tight end unless they really are planning for life after Brock? Got hidden development too, so this guy could be a monster, especially when you consider he came from Alabama. And this young receiver also came from Alabama, which means they were both teammates with Jalen Milroe. So maybe they really are planning to move on from Brock Bowers. I think at this point they had to have declined his 5th-year option. And I would hate that for Brock, dude, because he is in the perfect situation with Jalen Milroe at quarterback. So if they are in fact planning to move on from Brock, that makes it even more important for him to go out and try to go back-to-back this season while they still can. Now, surely they don't go 15-2 again this season. Like, I mean, I expect 10 wins, but just 15 wins was crazy. I mean, it's not 15-2, but it's still good enough for a first-round bye. For Brock, in this video's sake, I kind of hope he re-signs. It had the #1 offense in the entire league, and defensively, we were top 10, so it makes for a good combo. Jalen Milroe's an alien, dude. 54 touchdowns, his career-low interception total, almost 5,000 yards again. Jonty with another big 1,000-yard season on the dot, and we had 3 receivers go crazy. Brock Bowers with his career-high 1,229 yards and 10 touchdowns. It's also his career high in receptions. His first time ever getting double-digit touchdowns, which makes this even crazier, as at this point, dude, Jacoby Myers is washed according to Madden. Not even an 80 overall, but still plenty good enough to pick up 20 receiving touchdowns. J-Mo with a big season too. I mean, he ended up being a pretty big addition. But even with this season this good, dude, like, he didn't even come close to leading the league in receiving yards. There's always somebody have like 1,800 plus yards. I don't know how we're going to complete that challenge. Makes it even more important that we win ourselves an extra Super Bowl. Brock's gotta be getting close here to a 99. He is currently up to a 97, so surely he's gonna hit that in a season or two. And at this point, he's already the #1 rated tight end in the entire league. What's scary for all the other teams out there is he's only 25. And hey, at least he's not completely terrible at blocking anymore. Now, please tell me at this point they've re-signed him. Thank God! A 5-year, about $120 million contract? Like, I feel like Brock Bowers kind of got robbed. But maybe, just maybe, he took a deal relatively on the cheap, so the front office will potentially have enough money to also re-sign Jalen Milroe. Hopefully Jonty too. I mean, he's up to a 93. I mean, he also could become a 99. I mean, even though this defense is pretty weak, like, this offense that we have is too good to not be going after another Super Bowl. And now that Jalen Milroe won NFL MVP, he's gonna ask for like $500 million. Look who won Coach of the Year again. 78 rated Jacoby Myers getting Offensive Player of the Year award votes, by the way. And at least he's officially over halfway to getting to 10,000 career receiving yards. That definitely still feels possible. Hopefully making it to back-to-back Super Bowls is also possible, because I'm just going to skip straight to the Super Bowl and hope to God we make it. And to my complete shock, brother, we are right back in the Super Bowl. We literally made it past Madden 25's favorite gauntlet. We can beat the Chiefs and Ravens, dude. We're beating the Giants. Like, what are we talking about? Brock Bowers with a solid performance in the conference championship, and he put up 100 had 30 against the Chiefs. This is what they get, dude, for having Travis Kelce for all those years. Let's see if they can do it, though, dude. An extra Super Bowl win here, and I get my choice of what challenge I want to be completed. Like, we surely not gonna make it this far. Lose to the Giants. There's just no way. I don't believe it. We're gonna win by 40, at least 50, maybe 60. Oh, here it is, dude. Here's the little scoreboard again. Did we win back-to-back Super Bowls? Yes, we did. What a freaking playoff run. Another solid Brock Bowers Super Bowl performance. And this is technically another challenge completed. Crew leading the league in receiving yards. That's never gonna happen. I'm telling you, dude, if Jalen Milroe and Ashton GNT re-sign, this Raiders franchise might be on the cusp of a dynasty. I feel like we probably gained some X factors from another Super Bowl. Nothing on offense aside from, I think, J-Mo maybe just became a superstar. Maybe I'm tripping. And defense also looks the exact same. Like, maybe we gained a star at linebacker. I mean, relatively disappointing on that front, but you can't be mad at another Super Bowl dub. Now, how heavily will our front office once again invest this offseason to put this team in position to go for a three-peat? I mean, they got 32 mil to spend. Hold on, I forgot to check and see if Brock Bowers made another Pro Bowl. If we've won 2 Super Bowls and not made 2 Pro Bowls, that's just crazy. That's crazy. We made a second Pro Bowl, so thankfully we're making progress there. I unfortunately just noticed we lost our entire offensive line. I'm assuming we couldn't afford to re-sign them because hopefully they already extended Genty's and Jalen Milroe's contract. I will agree, if they re-sign both of those guys to extensions, losing all the offensive linemen were worth it, and we got ourselves a massive fat Jalen Milroe 6-year contract extension. Now tell me they did the same thing with Ashton. I mean, he's a 25-year-old 94 overall superstar running back. Like, he easily can hit 99 and be there for a season or 2 before he starts to regress. Come on, don't let me down. Let's go. A 4-year extension, and they only had to give him like 10 mil a year. So again, the decimation of this offensive line was totally worth it. Now at this point, like, I don't understand, like, why did they draft this guy? Let's spend everything you got here. So the first thing I noticed is they restructured both Jalen Milroe and Brock Bowers contracts immediately to free up a little bit of money, I'm assuming. Hopefully that means they added some quality, and they did. And they gave out a massive contract to Kingsley Suamatia. A bunch of 1-year contracts with some veterans, like getting TJ Watt's crazy. I mean, the offensive line looks pretty nasty. And having a front 7 comprised of Max Crosby, TJ Watt, and Chase Young is insane. I mean, we're up to an 87 overall with a 93 offense and 81 defense. How is this defense 81? Oh, we don't have any good defensive tackles. So surely they draft one here. Even if you use your first round pick on a 72 rated defensive tackle here, it'd be 100% worth it. Went right tackle in the first round and got a 69 rated D tackle in round 3. Like, I feel like that's not gonna be good enough unless maybe he has hidden development. She doesn't. This was a failure. I guarantee you there was a big defensive tackle we passed up on. There was 2 80 rated players, and one of them you could have gotten in the second round. There was a 76 rated defensive tackle out there. Yeah, there was a 73 overall available we could have picked in the first round. That would have been huge. So I guess that'll have to do for now. But dude, I still 100% believe this team's capable for a three-peat. Hopefully 2029 is the season where Brock Bowers finally becomes a 99 overall. 7-10? 2 consecutive first round buys, then we go 7-10? I mean, we had the league's #1 offense, so it had to be our defense. We were top 10. What do you mean? We must have lost every single game by 1 point. I mean, there were some pretty close losses. Then we go and give up 52 points to the Jets. Lost to the Ravens by 3. We lost 3 straight games to end the season. And yo, one of those was by a single point. A lot of close losses, dude. Kind of a very disappointing season. Hopefully Brock had a good year, though. I mean, there's no reason you should only be winning 7 games when your quarterback's putting up these numbers. Another quality, consistent season here from GNT. Brock Bowers leads the team in receiving, but it's definitely not the best season he's had. He put up 6 touchdowns, was doubled up by the youngster. I mean, this guy they signed at free agency ended up being a pretty decent signing. He was almost their 4th 1,000-yard receiver. TJ Watt coming in and getting more sacks than Max Crosby's crazy. Like, TJ Watt's 50 years old at this point. Yeah, grandpa. Oh, most importantly, please tell me Brock Bowers, now a 99 overall, is up to a 98. That's depressing. Got time, though. Now, this season won't be a complete failure if he at least made another Pro Bowl. Come on, don't let me down voters. Tight end number 2 for the Pro Bowl team once again. That's a season salvager. Unfortunately, we don't have the chance to indulge on a three-peat. This is the most insane Madden Super Bowl scoreline I've ever seen in my life. These dudes took that Super Bowl drought to heart. Now, please don't tell me somebody quit on us this offseason after we had to go through an ounce of adversity this season. We actually haven't had anybody retire the last 4 years. We've transformed Las Vegas into an amazing work environment. Now, unfortunately, the only movement I see this offseason is the fact that Jameson Williams lost his superstar. But I find super interesting, considering he's drafted a year later, Jalen Milroe became a 99 overall before Brock Bowers. I would be shocked if he doesn't hit 99 overall next season. Defense is kind of more important at this point, and Max Crosby lost his X factor. TJ Watt's now washed. Dude, this defense might end up being one of the worst in the league over the next few years. Unless our front office can spend this $72 million wisely, spend every dime you have here on defensive players. And we spent about 50 of it, and maybe they did put it to good use. Okay, so that's actually kind of perfect. We signed one of the best centers in the league, and also signed was probably a pretty decent defensive tackle. I mean, Franklin's still a 90 rated superstar. How about that defensive tackle, though? He's an 82 overall star. We take that. I mean, that brings the team up to a 90 overall. But this season, I think, is more important than ever for the future of this team to draft some good young talent here. All right, please don't be a stinker. I mean, they got themselves a solid cornerback, decent safety in the second round. Like, we can work with this. Although we passed up on an 81 rated cornerback. Like, why? Brother, somebody's got to be fired. Made it to a brand new decade, and I'm just simming straight through, dude. I'm ready for this team to win 15 games again. Well, let's just go ahead and go undefeated. I'll take that too. No first round bye, but we're back in the playoffs. I mean, you can't be mad at a 12-5 season. Another top 5 offense and another top 10 defense. That's just ridiculous numbers, Jalen. That's one of the best seasons we've seen from Genty yet. Good season from Brock Bowers. Again, not a career best, but he'll take an 1,100-yard, 11-touchdown season. And most importantly, were these numbers good enough to finally propel him to join the 99 club? Of course it was. That's yet again another Brock Bowers career challenge completed. And apparently Madden already spoiled it. We made our 4th Pro Bowl. Another massive dub. Genty's also got to be getting close. He is up to a 97 overall, so maybe next season he'll also join the club. I mean, dude, we're up to a 91 overall team. We almost have a 99 offense. Like, that's crazy. This team surely is going to give this Super Bowl thing another legitimate shot, right? You have to win 3 games in a row, though, to get there. And we did once again make the Super Bowl. Brother, this team is legendary. Demolished the Jags, beat the Ravens away from home by 3, and then went away from home to the number 1 seed and won by 13. Now, we can't make it this far, dude, and lose to the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. Losing to the Falcons in the Super Bowl is one of those things that can send your franchise back into the dark days. Your Las Vegas Raiders once again are Super Bowl champions. Brother, this is an insane run. Milroe with a 100 on the dot passer rating. Brock Bowers, of course, gets himself another Super Bowl touchdown. And with this Brock Bowers' 3rd Super Bowl win, that's another challenge we can cross off the list. And I'm going to complete the Pro Bowl challenge, even though he's probably going to make it anyway. I mean, this guy might actually win more Super Bowls than Tom Brady. Like, he's only 28 years old. Now, I think what I'm going to do from here is go ahead and simulate to the end of his contract and sim 2 years into the future and see if Brock Bowers can win his 5th Super Bowl and see if maybe he finally signs elsewhere. Still rocking in 2032 as a right back into playoffs. I mean, the team still has a top 5 offense. The defense is still pretty solid. Milroe is just getting better and better. Like, this is stupid. And look at Genty putting up the best numbers of his career, unless he had a better season last year, and he is, my friends, up to a 99 rated. Our main man, Brock Bowers, still putting up over 1,000 yards this season, and that might actually be his career high of 14 receiving touchdowns. While we're here, let's see how he did last year. He literally almost had the same exact season a year ago. Like, that's so weird. He's been within 6 yards of the same total the past 3 years, which brings his career total up to 9,412 with 78 receiving touchdowns. And he still also has to be a 99 overall. Like, he's not even 30 yet. Now, I do want to see from here if he has extended his contract for another 5 seasons. Now, as mentioned, yes, they have 3 players on offense that are all 99 rated below the age of 30. Now, also interested, did he extend his contract? He's a Raider for at least 3 more years. Now, what about about him. He's also a Raider until 2034. What does the team even look like at this point? J-Mo's still here, but he's down to like an 85 rated. The offensive line actually looks incredible with a young receivers up to a 94. Like, it's very possible they could end up with 4 players 99 rated on offense alone. We're worried about the defense, though. It doesn't look that good. Got 2 90-plus rated youngsters, though, leading the pack, which brings the team up to a 90 overall with a 95 offense and 85 defense. So there's a very good possibility that, yet again, we could win another Super Bowl. Before we sim that, I need to see if we won last year. The Ravens got it. See if Brock can do it. He win his 4th Super Bowl. If he can win a 4th here, dude, he really could start to put some pressure on Brady. There's no way they made it again. This is crazy. This is like the most overpowered team I've ever came across in these career videos. They started the season 1-4, stopped messing around, and now they're ready to win another Super Bowl. Like, none of these games have really even been close. Can the dynamic trio of Ashton Jeanty, Jalen Milroe, and Brock Bowers win their 4th Super Bowl together in what, like 6-7 seasons? Like, we were gonna lose to any team out there. It's probably gonna be the Cowboys. The Madden franchise has an unexplainable infatuation with them. Oh, here we go, dude. Scoreboard of death. We did it again. That's just nonsense. Just another incredible Super Bowl run. I think Bowers has scored in every single Super Bowl he's played in. So yet again, this is another extra Brock Bowers Super Bowl win, which officially completes his career challenge. I mean, still though, he's gonna get to 10,000 yards by the end of next season anyway. And look at that, dude. He's up to 6 Pro Bowls now. I want to sim a few more years into the future here and see if this team can really challenge Tom Brady. I'm gonna sim to the end of 2034, where both Jalen Milroe and Ashton Jeanty's contracts are supposed to expire. If this is the trio's last season together, at least they're going out with the bang. No big deal, just another 1st round bye for Brock and the boys. Now, before I check anything, I want to see if this team so happened to win the Super Bowl last year. They didn't. The Panthers won it. Team's still putting up #1 offense numbers. Now, the defense is more important. They're 15, so about middle of the pack. Jalen Milroe is not of this planet. He's thrown 53 touchdowns each of the last 3 seasons. Jeanty's still putting up nasty numbers, which I'm curious. He might not be a 99 anymore. He's a 90. They just kill running backs in this game once they turn like 29. He's still putting up good numbers, though. I do want to see, though, if they have re-signed him, and they haven't. And Brock Bowers with what might be a career season, 100 catches, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. He's still a 99 overall as a 31-year-old. That is the most receiving yards he's ever had in a season. Now, just out of pure curiosity, yeah, dude, he's still so far off the league leader. Thank God for winning the extra Super Bowls. And at this point, he's up to almost 1,200 yards. He's now over 100 receiving touchdowns for his career. He's almost at 1,000 receptions. And keep in mind, he's only 31 years old. Like, he still has at least, like, what, 4 or 5 years left to go, which already puts him top 5 in NFL history. And I'm curious to see if he actually break any of these records. I also wanted to check and see if Jalen Milroe signed a contract extension. But it's another 4 years at least for Brock Bowers to put up crazy numbers. Now, can the crazy boys do it again? Can they get their 5th Super Bowl in, what, 10 seasons? Brother, you guys are gonna think I'm cheating. Like, this is crazy. Again, we beat both of our opponents in the playoffs by 10+ points. Now, Brock Bowers and the boys have never lost a Super Bowl, and they're not gonna lose their first to the Saints here. Absolutely no chance. Well, the Raiders tweeted out something positive, so I'm hoping that means we won another one. 28-17. We do it again. I mean, I've just never used a team in simulation where they won almost every single time. I mean, Jalen Milroe didn't have to do much because Carson Beck, by the way, threw 2 interceptions. So it's just a crazy matchup. And the Brock Bowers Super Bowl touchdown streak continues. I've never seen a coordinator retire before. I feel like the regression might have started, though. Just kidding. Brock Bowers still at 99 rated. But something that I did catch that's very depressing. They absolutely killed our boy. I mean, dude, that's crazy regression. Like, that should not be happening in one offseason. Like, he lost, like, what, 9 overall? But yeah, I'm pretty positive they're not going to re-sign him. So I think at this point, what we're going to do is go ahead and simulate to the end of his contract and see if he takes another contract with the Raiders or finally decides to play for another team. Or heck, maybe just go ahead and retire. I mean, dude, he still has a chance to pass Tom Brady in Super Bowl. Well, in 2036, unfortunately, we're not getting a Super Bowl. Unfortunately, didn't win one last year either. 5 Super Bowls might just have to do for Brock Bowers. Well, the offense went backwards quite a bit. The defense also sucked. I mean, Jalen Milroe's still putting up crazy numbers. They just can't run the football. Oh, dude, to my surprise, they still have him. I'm assuming he's just really, really bad at this point. 73 rated. That's just diabolical. Ooh, this might might be the first year in a really long time Brock Bowers didn't eclipse 1,000 yards. I mean, he's still a 95 rated X Factor, so he's still probably gonna play for a couple more seasons. Yeah, dude, last year was a career best. Oh my god, 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns. Where did that come from? At this point, dude, he's almost at double-digit Pro Bowl appearances. It's funny, I actually thought I had set really hard challenges. Now, did they give him a new contract? Only a 1-year deal for 2037. What about Milroe? What's his contract looking like? He's only 33. He is down to a 95. They have him signed to a 2-year deal. Gosh dang, his cap hit in 2038's 83 million? I mean, they might not be able to afford Brock Bowers after next year. Now, we are at the point where I have to make sure he doesn't retire after every offseason, because just sometimes they retire early, sometimes it's just random. And there goes our starting left tackle, and there goes Ashton Jeanty. At least he retired as a Raider. We'll have to see if Brock Bowers does the same. Now, what are the odds this team can bounce back next season and actually try and win a 6th Super Bowl? Oh, they grinded it out, made it by the skin of their shaft. Offense back to performing like normal. The defense also is really good. Jalen Milroe still putting up these numbers at his age is psychotic. I want to see how many MVPs he has at this point. Only 4. I honestly thought it was going to be more than that. He had 57 touchdowns just a few seasons ago. Like, is he the all-time leader? Wow, they actually had a half-decent running back. Youngster. And even at his age, Brock Bowers still leading the team in receptions, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. I am curious what they've nuked his overall down to. He's still an X Factor at 92 rated. Now with double-digit Pro Bowl appearances, they did give him a 2-year contract extension. And what's his career total up to? Has he broke any records? 15,502 yards, 131 receiving touchdowns, which does in fact break Tony Gonzalez's all-time tight end career receiving yard record. And his 131 career receiving touchdowns also breaks Antonio Gates' tight end touchdown record. And if he plays for a few more years, he might still have a chance to break the all-time tight end reception record too. How funny, Ollie Gordon broke the all-time rushing touchdown record. Just did not know that was going on. And also just now noticing that Jalen Milroe broke the all-time passing touchdown single season record with 57. And Ollie Gordon had 29 rushing touchdowns in a season. That's crazy. George Pickens had 28 receiving touchdowns in a season. Like, what are these stats? Let's see if they can do it yet again. Oh, no Jeanty, no party. Let's make sure he didn't retire. Don't be a silly boy, Brock. No retirements this year. It's coming sooner rather than later, though. I just want him to break the all-time reception record first. I mean, he's still a superstar X Factor. He is down all the way to 85 overall, though. I mean, despite the good ratings, he is 35, so he could retire any offseason now. But hopefully him and Jalen Milroe can at least get one more Super Bowl. Back to the playoffs they go, as they yet again get another division title onto their resume. Number 2 offense in the NFL this time around. The defense still top 10. I mean, this man should not be putting up these numbers. What is he like at this point? 35? What about our other 35-year-old? Okay, so yet again, dipped underneath 1,000 yards. But that's still a productive season for a 35-year-old tight end. And yes, he does officially break the all-time tight end reception record. He's also the first ever tight end in NFL history to get 16,000 receiving yards. I wonder if it's possible that Jalen Milroe could break some of the Tom Brady all-time career passing records. Hold on a second, he already has. Jalen Milroe has officially thrown for the most touchdowns in NFL history. Like, that's just not what I expected to happen today. Can the dynamic duo squeeze out one final Super Bowl victory? No. I got a feeling, dude, that might be it for Brock. I mean, could you blame him? Anthony Richardson retired. But what about the Brockster? Brother said he's not done yet. I'm actually shocked about that. I really thought he was about to retire. He's got to be like sub 80 overall. No, he is exactly an 80 overall tight end with superstar development. Jalen Milroe's now a superstar X Factor, but he is higher overall with an 84. So yeah, our dynamic duo is getting to the point where they are kind of washed. But if you're going to go out, brother, you got to go out in style. I want to see one more Super Bowl before you call it quits. They somehow grinded it out again. They might be washed, but they're still putting up top half of the NFL numbers. I mean, Brock is still also putting up some super respectable numbers, especially when you consider he's an 81 overall 36-year-old. If this is truly it, can we please end it off with a bang? If it was anybody but Jalen and Brock Bowers, I'd totally expect a first-round exit, and we lost. So that was kind of pointless. He got first-rounded. I mean, what else could Brock have done, man? 10 catches, 100 yards. If this is how he goes out, he can keep his head held high. So is this truly the end, my friends? Oh, I knew it was day's coming, man. He officially submits the papers. After 16 seasons, Brock Bowers finally rides off into the sunset, but not before going down as the NFL's greatest tight end of all time by far. I mean, no wonder he retired. Surprised he still has hair. I mean, I think it's pretty much a common fact that Raiders fans would 100% take this. Now, hopefully you enjoyed that one, and if you did, you can click right here to watch me play through the career of Drake May, and I promise you, as crazy as it sounds, this career might have definitely been crazier than Brock Bowers. And if you haven't clicked yet for whatever reason, subscribe now. Trying to pass Mr. Beast, we can do it. Just about 100, 200 million to go.